Hello everyone and welcome to another video from Young Games. In this one I'm going to talk about how I finished the magic attacks. Before we start, remember to like and subscribe, and also if you want to wishlist the game, we have it on Steam, and also you can test the current build on itchio, links down below. So for the magic attacks, last week I left off on having the flare kind of implemented, just that the asset was displayable on the player, and now it's actually pointing to the right direction and doing what it has to do. It took me a while to actually make the implementation of the units when they collide with the actual flare, so basically to kill the units and make it useful. So that's why this video is quite shorter, because it just took me a lot of time to figure that out. And at the end, I end up using a library to do that, which is obviously the right solution. So that's it. And also, yeah, a new attack, which is a blast around the player, which is a fire blast basically. So let's see how that looks on the sprite. So this is the new animation that I created for this blast. As you can see, it's an AoE around the player that basically mimics a fire blast around the player. I wanted to have these three attacks. The first one is just a fireball, which is already on the game. The second one is the flare, which is the one that it's a cone of damage, and this one, which is basically an AoE of damage. So let's see how those attacks actually look like on the game. So this one, the flare, we already seen, and the blast looks like this. Also, reminder that these assets are also temporary. I want to have everything kind of implemented, all the logic, and then I will rework on the assets and kind of double down and spend more time on making them much prettier. But for now, it's just a representation of what it will do. And also remember that how I intend Isoterra to work with the attacks is that each weapon that you will be able to equip will have different attacks. So these attacks are basically not phased on any weapon right now because I don't have any weapons implemented, but these will only be linked to a weapon, and different weapons will have different attacks, which I'll have to code. So, but for now, it is what it is. So to test this, what I did is basically change a bit how the mob spawn works. Right now, it's basically infinite number of mobs. So if I get closer to here, these ones don't move and don't attack anymore. So I can test first of all the cone. You can see there's still some issues with the collision, but it's much better than it was when I tried to do. So yeah, it's working. At least for now, it's fine. I will, as I said before, I will go back to it and double down and make it prettier and much better later on. But for the sake of purpose, now it's working. And also, we can check the AoE. So if I go here in the middle of this crowd and I click the AoE, this one works as expected because it's much easier. It has no rotation on the actual assets, so it's just a normal collision that you would have. So yeah, this is how this is seen right now, and it's quite good, I would say. So for the next ones, what I plan to do is basically work on the range attacks. So the next one will be the range attacks, and then after the range attacks, I will also work on the melee attacks. Once that's done, I will see which is the best thing that I want to work on. But yeah, this will be a short video just because, sorry for that, but the collision was really hard for me to implement, and I had to actually use a library to figure it out because it was not working for me. Because collision between squares that are rotating is not as simple as normal collision. So yeah, thank you very much, and see you in the next devlog.